Multicultural education is a set of educational strategies developed to provide students with knowledge about the histories, cultures, and contributions of diverse groups. Multicultural education course can lead to the increased awareness, understanding, and appreciation of other cultures. According to Volsky, he believes that human activities takes place in cultural settings. Parents, caregivers, peers, and the culture at large are responsible for developing higher order functions and show that learning has its basis in interacting with other people. Volsky also believed that children are born with basic biological constraints on their mind. Each culture, however, provides tools of intellectual adaptation. These tools allow children to use their abilities in a way that is adaptive to the culture in which they live. Diversity in the classroom helps students develop cultural awareness, which helps them appreciate different perspectives and draw stronger conclusions. In order to show appreciation for diversity, teachers should recognize how their own culture norms determine their behavior and define their ideas. One way teachers can honor cultural differences is by letting students form different cultures to the export, teaching other peers about their tradition. Explaining the history and sharing cultural experiences are some ways to let these students know they are valued and welcome. In classroom, teachers would plan a cultural lesson to help students become familiar with the six ethnic groups, their different cultures in Guyana, and their contributions to our society. Teachers will plan a culture day, have students participate in different activities. Example, have them wear cultural wear, have food exhibition, etc. To learn from peers about their culture. Here lies our Guyanese culture and some of the contributions to our society. We're going to start off by looking at the Amerindians. In our classroom, we've established that the Amerindians were the first set of people to arrive in Guyana. They came to Guyana seeking refuge or place to live. They contributed to Guyana foods, clothing. Their foods include pepper pot, cassava bread, kias rib. The Amerindians, for their clothing, the Amerindians use leather, fur, cloth, straw, and feather to make their clothing. Now we're going to look at the Europeans. In the classroom, we've established that the Europeans came to Guyana in search of our golden city, which is El Dorado, which means the gold man. The language they spoke were Britain English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. The Europeans were the first to build schools, churches, etc. Using indentured laborers, they cultivated or planted tobacco, cotton, and sugarcane. Foods they have contributed to our Guyanese society are pies, pastries, cakes, etc. The Africans, or the Afro-Guyanese. The African came as slaves. They were captured and brought to Guyana by the Europeans many, many years ago. The Africans' contributions to our Guyanese society, foods, examples such as metemg or metg, cook up rice. Their clothing include head ties, head wraps, etc. Portuguese. The Portuguese came to Guyana to work on sugar plantations. Portuguese contribution to our Guyanese society, food, beef stew, pancakes, and soup. They celebrate Easter and Christmas. The East Indians. The East Indians came as indentured laborers to work on sugar plantations in Guyana. The East Indians have their own culture which they have contributed to our Guyanese society. These cultures include foods such as dal and rice, roti and curry, dal curry, etc. Their clothing, for their clothing, the women would usually wear sari or shalwars. For the men, they would wear kurta or dhoti. The East Indians, they celebrate Phagwa, Diwali, etc. The Chinese, they came to Guyana as immigrants to work on sugar plantations. The Chinese worked for cotton cloth, stockings, shoes, and bamboos. Some of their contributions they have made to our Guyanese society include food, example, fried rice, chow mein, crafts, example, paper cups, umbrella, fans, clothing, example, sarongs and tunics.